Hi everybody, we're now with Asif Hamidullah through Skype for our monthly update on the CCF Technical Working Group. Good morning, Asif.
Good morning, Sandra. How are you?
I'm doing fine, and yourself?
Good, thanks.
Good. I understand, Asif, that you just came back from the CCF regional meetings in Asia. Could you give us a quick update on how those meetings went?
Yeah, absolutely. So as you mentioned, we just had our regional meetings in Asia. We started off with our meeting in Mumbai, India on the 19th of May, followed up with our meeting in Guangzhou, China on the 24th. Both were very good meetings, very productive, with a lot of participation from the members who attended. In India, we had representatives from both Tata and Reliance, as well as manufacturers such as Samsung and VIA. We essentially, discussed some of the work initiatives that are underway within both the technical working group and the certification working group. So within the technical working group, there were a couple of major work initiatives that were prioritized back in India late last year. Those included a minimum test plan as well as data throughput testing. So we provided our updates to those. We actually had solutions that we shared with them, and essentially wanted to make sure that the solutions that are now available to them to use, it's actually going to meet their needs. So we conveyed that to the members, and the next steps is really to gauge from their end to see, as they use some of these solutions and these processes, how effective it actually is to kind of solve the original problems that they were trying to look at solving. We also went over the roadmap for the remainder of 2011 and early 2012 and discussed some of the major items that are on there, such as LTE, C2K interworking. Within the CWG, we were recently working on a Sprint market endorsement, which I'm happy to say that we just recently announced. I think it was earlier today. So that's gone out, and that was a lot of hard work that was done by a lot of folks within the CWG as well as with Sprint to kind of get that out into the market. We also talked about application testing, ongoing test case reduction initiatives. So there's a bunch of different topics that we discussed, and we got really pretty good feedback from them all. As well as we had a chance in China to get some industry input on how they do certain testing in the market today, specifically around CSIM, UICC testing for LTE, data and voice performance testing in a live network, et cetera, et cetera. So overall, very good meetings, a lot of good participation, feedback, and we're going to take the actions that we've captured from these meetings and take them back to the group and work on them until we have our next regional update, I think later in the year.
Great, that sounds like great meetings indeed. So what will the technical working group focus on in the coming month? That you can tell us about, of course.
Yeah, well, so we still have quite a lot of initiatives that are ongoing, as I was mentioning, the C2K LTE interworking. That's an ongoing initiative because we're working also with other industry groups like the CTIA, as well as 3GPP2 to make sure a lot of the standards are in place, and the different groups are looking at different areas of testing. So at the end of the day, the vendors and the carriers have a complete sort of solution available to them. Application testing is an ongoing program where we've prioritized some of the top applications that the carriers are interested in, and as we kind of work on bringing solutions to these applications, there will be more and more applications that will be coming out that will become relevant, and so we'll be working on those. We also been working on, as I was mentioning in my last update, alignment with other industry groups like the CDG, the CDMA Development Group. So recently what we did was we initiated some work items that got approved by the steering committee at the CCF that basically is allowing the technical working group to go in and look at several new topics to put on the roadmap and do an initial investigation to see what kind of testing solutions are available. So these include topics like handset-based plus code dialing, manual system avoidance, full internet browser, which was a set of requirements that was released last year, and new topics like 1x Advanced, which are becoming more and more relevant to both carriers, not just in Asia and emerging markets, but as well as in North America as well. So there's quite a few new items coming on as well. So we've been quite busy, and we're trying to kind of collaboratively work together to make sure that we get the full kind of holistic perspective from all players in the industry as we kind of build these solutions and make sure that they're relevant to the industry, and then they're effective in solving the solutions or the problems that we were trying to solve.
Wow, that sounds like a lot on your plate, right?
It's a team effort at the end of the day, so we have a great bunch of people who are working together on it. And again, it's like I said, a lot of good participation from the industry and from companies, member companies from the CCF. So I think good progress, but definitely we have a pretty full plate for the rest of the year.
Sounds great, Asif. And as you said, we just released today the spring market endorsement. So I invite everybody to go on the globalccf.org to see more information on that. And also, if you people have questions for Asif, don't hesitate to post them on our wall on Facebook. So thank you, Asif, and we'll see you next month for a new update.
Great. Thank you very much, Sandrine. Have a good day. Take care.
You too.